Hello my fellow gamers, this is Shadow from Shadow Online Gaming, and bringing you the next round of me against the YouTuber, the Gobbo King himself, where if you haven't seen the first round yet, go watch that, then you can watch this because I'm going to spoil it right now. So the first round was me and the Gobbo King fighting, as seems fitting for the first round, as two Night Goblin armies where he won decisively using his chariot. And now we're going to do something different. I'm going to use the Undead, where it's an army I don't use often, and he's using an army we all know how I feel about, and that is the Wood Elves. So, what's the quick sum up of this? So I'm using the Vampire count against his Wood Elves. I have 692 infantry to 345. We both have 90 cavalry, no artillery. Well, while I've got 19 others, which is the Crypt Horrors you can see behind, and of course this giant cart fin in front of me, he's got 39 others, which as you can imagine are eagles, dragons, trees. I'm in for a good time. So, you can now obviously skip to the main battle if you so wish. There'll be a timestamp in the description, but if you'd like to have a breakdown of the whole armies, I will go through that right now very quickly if these trees weren't in the way. So, in the front rank, I believe it's 5 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 5 units of Graveguard with great weapons, and this includes the Regiment of Renown, the Stearnsmen. We've then got a Master Necromancer on his fancy cart thing, which I believe is a special one. I could be wrong in this. What is it? I don't know. It's the most expensive one. We'll go with that. It is the best one. I can't remember the exact name of it now, but it's there. You've also got 2 basic necromancers here. You got 2 units of skeleton spearmen each flank, and then you've got the 2 crypt horrors, and on my left flank here we've got 2 units of black knight with lances and a barden, looking very nice with their neon blue upgrades. So what's he got? Oh, did he bring a good one for me today? So the very front here is 2 units of Glade Riders of the Hag-Baned Tips. Hidden in the woods just behind is the Wardens of the Cathil, or Wildwood Rangers. He's also got a flying contingent of 2 Hawk Riders. Is that Hawk Riders? It is indeed. You've then got a Spellsinger of Shadows on an Eagle, and then you got this guy, Glade Lord, on a Dragon, because screw my life. And then you've got the main actual bulk of his army here, which is 2 units of War Dancers and 2 units of Eternal Guard with shields, and they're the Winterhard Guards. And you've got the Tree Man himself, just a normal Tree Man. He's having a little rave at the moment. He's loving life. And yes, so let the battle begin. So now this is where the Gobbo King really shows his skills up. 'Cause normally most armies are like mine, where it's a bulk block of infantry. He don't do that. This is his army. All the rest is focused on very fast, light, nimble units. And pretty much when I saw this, I was thinking, how can I counter this? And I can't. I'm undead. I have no ranged. I've got nothing to fight this, and he knows it as well. So absolutely a beautiful play here. And as you can see in this game, it's a lot longer than the previous one, which was only about 4 minutes, where it was just 2 blocks hitting each other. In this, there's a lot more tactical play being done here. And what's that? That is the... I can't even read the fin. There we go, the Enfeebling Foe. And then they're diving in here, but I was quick to notice this, didn't have much else to worry about, so I sent in some Spearmen and Graveguard to try and counter this. Look, he's got everything in to try and destroy these knights, and he's doing a very good job. They are starting to crumble already. That's a random horse on his own, and I start putting my guys in, and he realises at the last minute, oh, and let's not forget the archers, that's at the Glade Riders shooting at the front there, and he starts to break off, but his dragon is quite comfy here. So these skeleton spearmen, as cheap as they are, could do some serious damage if he does not get them moving. Now I brought Necromancer in to help, which he immediately, like as he put it, a flock of seagulls after some tasty chips is diving down to get it, but it seems they are broken. 1 unit of eagles. The other group aren't doing too great. Dragon, that's slightly wounded, is pulled back. And luckily my Necromancers, this is a very basic army. The whole point of the Necromancers, this army, is it's a guy who's learnt the basics. Right, the Knights are moving on, and they haven't got anything to advance. They're not the main part of the undead army or anything like that. They're just guys that have learnt how to do Necromancer and are trying it. Oh, is that the Hawk Riders coming in to be an absolutely pain in the ass? Oh, the dragon's coming in for the crypt horrors, which I don't know if that's the best idea. But I think his thinking was take these out, then he could just focus on the necromancers. So once again, my guys are coming here. Luckily, he's been slightly distracted by the knights that are moving around here. There is the spell Singer of Shadows, causing all sorts of problems. And the dragon is now trying to get away. He's taking some damage, but not too much. Has he got any potions of like toughness or anything like that? I don't think so. Yeah, he does have a potion of toughness, so that's good to know for us. But look, I think he forgot he was there because he's not even attacking. I've given him the Curse of Years, which is good, and he pits the net on them to stop them. At this point, I start realising I can't be like this. I've got cavalry behind me. My cavalry's been... There is no choice now. We will march out, and we're going to go straight for the enemy. We will ignore everything else, and that is exactly what I do. My Endad guys completely ignore. Here's my knights doing a bit of a futile charge. I was thinking maybe he won't notice, but I believe that last minute he saw it, so we got to change facing. But it has drawn these guys around. Then I just immediately pull back again. Because my thinking was just keep them busy while my main army comes out, and all of them comes. And to be fair, looking at the units and that, I've not lost too many, but that's because of all the regen, the Necrons, the Necromancers. Have all got the abilities that like regen, resurrect and things like that. That's all they're there for, is to keep my units alive. Unfortunately, my knights did get pinned down by the dragon, by the guys, and the spearmen are coming. As you can see, they've just fallen apart. With that threat gone, he now has to only focus on the front threat here. He's got these cavalry beautifully behind, aiming at the crypt horrors, trying to take them out. Look, is one going to fall? The thing is, this guy's probably regenerating them as quickly as they're taking damage, which is good. And the main lines are now being drawn, and this is the closest you'll see to the Gobbo King actually having a front line. It's and I've kind of forced him in that position by not caring about all this fancy stuff. I mean, look at the damage his winged guys have taken. It's quite a lot. So now he's going to come in on this flank real heavy. And my guys are now moving in for the charge. And of course all my guys do have great weapons, so it should be interesting to see how they do against these light, agile wind dancers. And in they come, smashing through there. His air guys are kind of just giving support, but they're not doing anything. He's been trapped. His target now was to destroy all the necromancers, which makes sense. I've got a unit of skeleton spearmen going here. That probably wasn't the greatest idea, I'm going to be honest. But it kept them busy. They were one of his units of an... Oh, in they all come. And I was desperately trying to just do anything. Look at them fly everywhere. Flippin' heck. And very quickly, out of all that damage, boom, he's gone. The Master Necromancer is out. We now have the Necromancer on this flank and the Necromancer on... Which flank is it? Here he is, stood there. And as you can see, look, all over him straight away. Meanwhile, in the main fight, it's going quite well. I've built my Necromancer here to try and keep out of the way, and they are slowly cutting through these elves. Oh, was that an eagle falling? No, but as you can see, they're breaking because I've got crypt horrors and skeletons in there, and the eagles do not like that, not one bit. And they've got guys here, war dancers, starting to break. The Necromancer there is trying, as I said, they just have to stand there. That's their job. And as you see, he's trying to make a run for it. And this got quite comical in the end, that these Necromancers, and the only micro I had to really do was to make sure they stayed alive. So you see the Spell Singer's getting caught out there and is starting to waver. Finally, the Tree King is just having a good time against these spearmen. There we go, and you see the Crypt Horrors though are winning me these battles so far. The Skeletons there are not having a good time. The Dragon has decided to pick on the Necromancer once again, who is not having a good time at all. I think he is about to fall. I mean, he's got nothing. There he goes. He's been completely wiped out. I am now down to a single Necromancer. Oh, hello. They now charge through to get at the Dragon. And these guys are now trying to swarm around that one group of Eternal Guard to finish them. These guys aren't. He sent one unit in to try and break them up, but as soon as the Dragon goes, the Crypt Horrors then focus on them. It's kind of messy. I mean, these guys are losing badly. They're going to be gone in no time at all. Where's the other Necromancer? There he is, and that's who he's after. Look, he's now netted just the Necromancer to try and hold him in place. The Cavalry, though, are trying to break off, and I think he's going to start doing cycle charges. And look at this. Oh, fantastic charge here. The Tree King holding me in place. But these guys are winning this flank, which is a big deal, because that's got to be a lot of guys to bring in here to reinforce. He's quickly sending in the War Dancers, the wounded ones, just to keep him busy. And yep, now the skeletons have fallen. These guys are focused on that last Necromancer. It's not looking good, but the Great Swords, the Sternsmen, there we go. And oh, the Crypt Horrors, they're leaving. Where are you going? No, don't leave, we need you. So, yes, the Necromancer is pretty much on his own at this point. Ah, they're back now. These guys are trying to hold, but as you can see, these guys are moving all in here. The problem is I am blodging around this Treekin, and I need to move around. I do believe I'll start sending units there and there, because I don't need this money here. Here comes another cycle charge from the cavalry. He decides to go for the Crypt Horrors, and boom, straight into him. But as you can see, they barely shifted. They couldn't care. And I believe they're exhausted as well, which is not good. These Crypt Horrors were being a real pain for his dragon, because they could hurt him bad, as you can see. I don't know if he's actually used his potion yet, but they can hurt him bad. And there they go, they're charging into those guys now. The dragon's trying to take him out, then backs away. Look, because I've realised there's no point having everything focused on Tree King, move him back. But I'm trying to use him as bait to get the dragon on the ground. And then you look, they'll turn around and start. There we go. There's not one side. Look, we've won this flank now. They're completely gone. So now all he's got is the dragon, the Treekin, and the guys over here. Here comes another charge by the Glade Riders. But it don't matter, they've got the Crypt Horrors in there. They are smashing their way through, and they're only light cavalry. Look, they're just sat there waiting for him to come down. Just waiting, they're just following him. Oh, and there goes the net. Fantastic use of the net there. He's now pitting them down, and he has destroyed the final Necromancer. Or has he? No, he hasn't, sorry. That's the unit over there, but he is practically dead at this point. They're smashing into him, and they're getting quite badly beaten. Oh, there's a bit of fresh damage there. Is the Necromancer going down? He is indeed fallen. So there is now no Necromancers holding this force together. These guys are slowly picking away at this tree, though he's got a sliver of health left. Oh, it's only 2,000. Those guys are charging into the spearman reinforcements to try and destroy them. I'm desperately trying to win this, but I cannot. It is my Regiment of Renown, though, so these guys should do quite a good job. But surely, with no Necromancers about, they should just fall at this point. Here goes. Now the Crypt Horrors are moving in, and you can see some of the guys are now focused on him. All he needs is 1 or 2 units to pin him in place, but the rest are focused on winning this skirmish here. His Spell Slinger is still about, though quite badly hurt. The dragon is getting hurt. These guys was going around, making sure they ran, and then coming in and flanking them. And suddenly, these guys look quite outnumbered, and it's not looking good for them. Don't know what the dragon's doing over there. I think he's going to try and help the Treekin. Yes, he is. He's going to crash strain there, causing massive damage. And here's another cavalry charge. There was lots of these charges. As you can see, this fight is back and forwards all the way. I'm not quite sure how I'm surviving this long, but they are now fading. Those cavalry are coming in and fading. But I'm desperately trying to finish the Wardens of Kferoth, because if I can finish that, that's a nice big group of units here. As you can see, these guys, the Skeleton Spearmen, how are you guys still alive? I don't think you are for much longer, but they are staying as long as they're possible. And the cavalry have both broken, and these guys are going. As you can see, the Treekin still stands. What an idiot. I hate him. I hate elves. So he's keeping back just to, you know, help with magic when required. But it's now these two beasties trying to take these on. And we've finally broken those damned wardens. And well, they've started a waver. So I kept the Crypt Horrors, and the infantry are now moving in. Look, nice, calmly. We're going to finish you off good and proper. See, these guys are now starting to cripple. But he's shaking. And the dragon's not doing too good either. He's, yeah, he's confident, but it's not great. He's netted these guys, but to be honest, they're happy. I want them to finish them off. But I can see he's thinking he wanted to stop them going for the dragon. The Tree King is actually starting to waver. I mean, how much health has he got left? 400 health left, and dropping rapidly thanks to all those great weapon hits that I'm getting in. And there's Skeleton Spearmen still. I'm impressed. And the dragon is coming in once again to try and hold this off. But it's suddenly what looked like an impossible battle for the undead is quickly turning into their favour. Another unit has been completely wiped out. Even the Spellsinger has joined in and is pulling back, but it's just trying to help. The dragon is trying to get away. The Crypt Horrors have won their skirmish here and are now coming after the dragon. There is very little left here. I mean, I don't understand the mechanics of the crumbling, but how are my guys still here? But suddenly it's kind of like, well, what are you going to do now? I mean, he's shaking, he's wavering, the dragon's coming in for a final bat, and these guys are going to charge into him. I think he was hoping to try and do damage and then get away, but he is exhausted. His health is dropping, but below 800 at this point. The Tree King's returned, but he is still shaking. As you can see, it's all come down to this one single combat. This is stupidly close, and I never thought... And is he gone? I believe he is wavering. He is leaving the field of battle. And apparently I just lost a unit over there. Who knew? That was probably actually... I wonder if that was my other Cryptos. I don't know. But the Eagle, the Spell Singer, the Tree King is trying to recover here. But he just immediately pulls back, seeing that there's no hope. The Crypto was charged straight into that. And somehow... there is an undead victory. There is a victory for Shadow Online Gaming. We couldn't believe that. That was such a good game. So, 101 guys remain to his 69. So how do we do? Well, obviously the Necromancers didn't do much in killing, but they kept people alive. That was their only job. Skeletons, 9 and 9 each. Not bad. The Graveguard, 39, 62, 53, 26, and the Sternsman, 50 kills. One group Black Knights got barely anything with 3. That was probably the one that got taken out at the beginning. The other one that charged into the Spearman got 22. Crypto was at 43 and 80 kills. That's insane. I don't even know what that group ended up. Probably were the guys in the woods that got hunted down. But let's look at the Glade Lord, 101 kills, 12 kills. His Eternal Guard got 23. War Dancers, 26, 7. That was kind of disappointing, unfortunately. You've then got the Winterhard Guards at 44. The Wardens Confer, the guys that just would not give up on that flank, killed 163 guys in the end. Amazing. And if they kept for a little bit longer, he could have probably won that. Then you got the Glide Riders of 40 kills and 23. The Hawk Riders of 15 and 14. And of course the Tree King with 154 kills. Wow, that was an intense game all the way through. So it is now 1 apiece for the best out of 3 against me and the Gobbo King. Absolutely amazing game. So thank you very much for that, Gobbo King. And for all you guys joining me, of course, if you're coming from the Gobbo King's channel, thank you for coming over. I hope you enjoyed. And why don't you go check out what else I've got going? Mainly, the main thing I've got at the moment is the Ultimate Chaos campaign, which seems to be the most popular series I've got so far. Definitely worth giving that a check. And yeah, we'll have the next game up as soon as possible. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you next time. Till then, take care.